welcome to Hipster Codes. This is Hipster George Washington. I want to ramble today because I got a little frustrated, but then I realized that the asset is really cool from Fab. So Fab gave away 3 free assets, I think it was last week, on the Fab store. Here, well, let me show them real quick. So every 2 weeks on the Fab store, which is owned by Epic, aka Unreal Engine, you get 3 assets for what used to be the Unreal Engine marketplace. So for these 2 weeks, aka until November 18th, we got a Kit Bash, a Diesel Punk one, which is really awesome because I like the Kit Bash 3D stuff. I don't know if it connects with their system that they have, their own. What the heck is the name of their software? I can't remember, to bring it into all the other softwares where it converts it for you. But this looks really cool. The Dwarven City looks really cool. But what I was really excited about was this LED light generator, because this stuff looks really cool and like you could use it pretty much across any of your games if you can customize the signs. If you can customize the signs, you can customize the signs. I have no idea how I was supposed to know that you could customize the signs. It doesn't say here anywhere. It says you could turn alphas on, but it's just intuitive that it's like, hey, I should be able to go in here and have this not be 4. I should be able to change this to 3. And this should be, where's another one? Like danger should be able to read something else. So you can see here in the sample map, you see all these different lights. They all look really cool, right? And there isn't even any additional lighting here, but you can walk through and you can see that they all have really cool lighting capabilities. They all look awesome. I'm a big fan of, all the neon stuff. So I'm a big fan of neon lights, just like a concept. But I'm a big fan of being able to change things in an asset. Now it's free. I had to take a deep breath. I said, okay, hipster, this is unpriced. I did not pay any money for this, but I'm taking my time and I'm like, hey, cool. This is also like a lost leader for this person, because it's happened more than once. I go in and I take one of these free Fab asset giveaway assets, and then I go and I find the creator and I buy something else from him because it was so awesome. So it's like, okay, this is a lost leader for you. Show me your best product. This looks really cool, but then I'm like, okay, cool. How do I change this 4 to a 3? This has to be a blueprint. It's not a blueprint. It's a static mesh actor. That's interesting. Oh, okay. So it's within the actual material. Let's check out the material. It's not within the material because this is a texture. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Can we go look at the texture? Nope. There's nowhere to change the texture on here. Now, it does say on the, I lost the page. Let me find it again. It does say on this page, it does give you a link to the user manual. And it gives you a link to the sample scene that we're looking at right now. And it does say right here, requires a Substance plugin. And so if you go and you find the free plugin for Substance Painter, I don't know how this thing works because like Substance Painter is an Adobe not free asset, but the plugin's free. But you throw it in there and I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's what's happening. And then I could go and actually edit them. And then all I could tell that happened, this is not true, but all I could tell that happened is within the folders here, you have the map, you have the materials, you have the textures, and then you have the substance. This little thing populated here. One more thing happened, but it wasn't clear out of the box. So I was searching around and I'm like, how do I change these diggity dang signs? I went and I looked at the manual. This is how desperate I was. I was looking at the manual. I was reading. I want to play video games. I don't want to read. Okay. So then I look at the manual and it says LED generator how to use.pdf. And then it shows the page where you can go and manipulate the things on the LED panels. And it doesn't show how to get this asset. It says, okay, to turn on the LEDs, you click turn on. To change the font, you click the font one. The colors, you can change all these things. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you can make it grayscale. Maybe I should just contact him and give him suggestions, as in make it more clear what I am supposed to do. Okay, it's not clear what you're supposed to do. So I'm looking over. I'm like, okay, that looks like a 2D. What is it called? Like a 2D. One of the data types here. So then I opened something up, and then I was like, okay, Oh my God, I'm frustrated. I even found the solution. The solution's coming, I promise. But I'm still just frustrated about the whole situation. I went to texture, and I think it was like, oh, looks like the symbol for a texture array 2D, but I don't have all those options. You definitely don't have all those options. That's a silly thought by Hipster, that it would just appear, all the options for your signs would just appear in the default 2D texture array data type. And so then I was clicking through the video, and then I was like, okay, cool, let's look through the video. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. Turn down the video. I'm like, okay, it shows him manipulating this, and so I had to go back through, and I'm like, well, how did they pull this up for the textures? I don't understand how they pulled up that little window for the textures. If you got this asset and you want to change the information on there, you go to the textures. Each one of these has its own texture. Now, I haven't looked into changing the arrows yet, but I did figure out that if you want this danger sign to read something else, you have to find the texture, not the element, right? You click on the element, it's going to take you to the texture. You go here, you're going to go to the texture. This is not what you want. You're not going to be able to change the texture from this panel here. What you want is to go here all the way to the left. I'm going to delete my erroneous original 2D array render because I was trying to figure out what was going on. You want to go here to the substance graph instance thing. Each one of these textures has multiple different textures, but only one substance graph, what is it? Substance graph instance. And now I lost the danger. Where did the danger ones go? Oh my God, where did they go? I'm getting frustrated. Oh my God, where are you? Okay, let's go back here. So you want to change this. So you're going to open this up, and now you have all of them. Now, I haven't experimented to see if you can create like a new one. All I figured out is how to manipulate them from here on out. But here's where you can see all the options. And I have this on 4K, so sorry it's hard to read. But you can see you can change all the things here. I'm like, I just want to make it say awesome. And then we can font select. I didn't look to see what different types of fonts there are. Okay. And then you can see whatever that plugin, Substance Painter plugin is doing is manipulating this stuff in real time or at runtime or something like that. I don't know if this is technically at runtime. Okay. Now I'm lost. Where'd they all go? But now you can see that's how you go and actually change the information on the screen. So now you can make them say awesome. You can change what these symbols are doing. You can change the numbers, you can change the colors. It does have all these settings that you can manipulate. I can't find, please, for the love of God, this guy worked so hard on this stuff, and it's so cool. It's so cool, even if it wasn't free, if it was just, I would pay a handful of bucks for this, especially if I was building this would be perfect for like a racing game or something like that. But any of this stuff could be really useful in a cyberpunk game and really in a game where you just need signs. I don't know how I'm going to use it in one of my future games, but I guarantee you I'm going to come back here and I'm going to use it for something now that I know how to manipulate them. For the love of God, he worked so hard on it. If you ever work really hard making an asset like this, do yourself and all of your customers a favor that will help you get more customers. Just make the documentation. Treat me like I'm an 8-year-old. Okay, treat me like I'm in the 8th grade, and don't talk down to me and insult me, but talk down to me because I don't know how to use your thing like you do. You spent 100 hours building this. You know how to use it. I don't know how to use it. Explain it to me like I don't know how to use it because I don't know how to use it. Whenever you give me this page that is this how to use. And it shows, well, yeah, you just go to this thing. I don't know how to get to this thing. So explain how to get to this thing. Explain it. Now, the counter to this is there's so many pieces of, there's so much documentation out there that's extraordinarily overly verbose. Where there's they take 100 words to say something that can be said in 3 words. You don't need to do that either. You just need to say, hey, thanks for buying this. In order to manipulate the sign, go to the, what was it called? Go to the substance graph instance within each texture. Go into the folder, go to the textures. Each one has a substance graph instance. This is where you get this. And then it's clear. And then it's like anybody that has a basic understanding of variables in Unreal Engine will be able to go in there and figure out what the heck is going on. This frustrated the heck out of me, but I'm very glad that I know how to use it now. So if you don't know how to use it, this is how you actually change the information on there. One more time. You go to the substance graph instance that is part of each texture. You go here. Actually, the easier way to do it is to go here, find the sign that you want to change, click on it, find the material that's part of that sign, click on it, open it up, find the texture that you actually want to change within it, click on the little browse, it'll open it up. Then you want to change the substance graph editor, and now you can change this to whatever you want. So we can change it to 13. We can change it to a question mark. Apparently we can change the colors, which is really cool. This is awesome. Like, this guy put in so much work. I would want to change. Okay, the question mark doesn't work, but it's totally fine. Maybe I want to change the font select. What other fonts are there? Let's choose a different font. It would be cool if there was an explanation on what the fonts were. There you go. See, look at that. It's very easy to use when you get the one sentence explanation to go to the substance graph instance. So it took me 12 minutes to explain this or so. But of course, most of it was me ranting that I didn't know where to look. Hopefully you can empathize, or you can call me an idiot. I mean, preferably don't call me an idiot, but I mean, look, I don't do this full time. I do this a couple hours a week. I do this in my free time. I want to dedicate more time to this in 2026, but I'm still learning. Documentation, I'm a Python developer, but behind the scenes, documentation is one of those things that I think software developers generally have always been very bad at. They are extraordinarily either overly verbose, or they assume that you know how to use the product already. And the reason I want the documentation is because I don't know how to use the product. So this is not meant to be directed at this dude, because he made, or she, I don't know who this person is. They made an awesome product, and I want people to use it, and it's free until November, whatever the date was. Whenever it's free until November 18th at 9:59 a.m. You should go and get it. You're going to want to use it sometime down the road. It doesn't cost you anything. It's going to sit in your Fab library. You probably might have like 1 million assets down there, like 1 million dwarven. I probably have 14 dwarven city that I could use in the future for whatever I build a dwarven city. I have nothing like this, and nothing that's customizable, where you can make customizable LED light generators. This is really cool. Samur Art did a great job with this product. And look, this person has a bunch of other stuff. Look, neon material generator. This stuff is awesome. This looks amazing. I don't know how customizable this is, but this person is putting in good work. All I ask is, in the future, if you make something like this, and I'm talking to them, but also to you in the audience, please just write a few more sentences about how to use it, and pretend that I don't know how to use it because I don't, and talk to me like I'm an 8th grader about it. So that's my probably more passionate than other ramblings. I wanted to go over the other assets, but once I opened this one up, I was like, oh, this one's gonna give me an entire video. So I'm gonna use this down the road. I think it's super awesome. Hopefully you do too. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it was obvious to you that that's how you change it. If it was, tell me what you know that I don't know, if it was obvious to you to go and change that specific thing. Because I didn't even know that the Substance Painter plugin existed before. I assume it's a ton of work that he did, or she did, to make it so you can manipulate all this stuff. And if you didn't, and you can empathize with my feelings on this, please let me know as well. Let me know if you like the other assets. Let me know what your plans are for the rest of the month. I am going to plan out what I want to do in 2026 as far as game development goes. I am teeter-tottering with the idea that it might be the year where I sort of like spend a basically all my free time working on 1 or 2 games. I, had some other priorities for this year, and I think I might put those priorities on the back burner and do game development in 2026. Let me know what you're doing. I'll keep you all updated as well. If I end up doing that, I'll probably do some devlogs and stuff like that. So let me know what you're doing here in the near future. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. This rambling is going on much longer than I anticipated, but it was because I was a little passionate about the issue. So hope you all have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I am Hipster George Washington. This is Hipster Codes. We'll see you in the next one. Laters!